All right, here we go. I gotta do this. Why do people do this? You go out on a trail, they're free. You get this beauty. I mean, look at this. You get this awesome trail. And then regardless if people fall or if they stop to take a water break or they're hiking, they leave their out here. What's up with that? You need to pick your trash up. All right, there we go. Look at that. That's why you wear a fanny pack. Helping the environment and the trail system out here. It's too beautiful to leave trash out here.
Get off my hand!
My loves. Wolf Tick Nation, thank you guys for tuning in to once again another Wolf Tick Videos episode. Guys, on today's episode, we're not driving the truck, okay? And we
don't have the truck.
We ain't driving the Prius either, okay? What are we driving? Take a wild guess. Yeah, we've got the Spark, the Chevy Spark today. We're getting smaller. We're getting smaller and smaller, but we still got a great episode for you guys coming up. We will explain it here in a bit. We've got the Project Cheech. Yeah, buddy, look at that. That thing is all taken apart. I pretty much had to take the fork, the bars off, all that stuff, just to fit it, okay? So we're fixing to explain to you what the episode is going to be about today. But please, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get this thing unloaded and put together. Got the Marin Bolinas Ridge 2 or Project Cheech. This bike has been completely transformed. So Matt Ward, one of our patrons, went ahead and sent us the A12 LT rear group set. Well, the entire group set. And the damn cool thing about this, it's an 11 to 52 tooth group set, okay? It came with the group set, the shifter, the derailleur, the crankset, cassette, and it also came with these Zrace brakes. On today's episode, we are going to be doing a little two-for action. Since this thing came all together as a set, we're going to try to get two different reviews, real-time reviews, atop beautiful Mount Nebo. Guys, it's like in the 30-degree area. Big sister Brande and old big brother Kevin H should be here because the only time that they ride is in the cold weather. All right? Guys, without further ado, again, please hit that like button, okay? We're in the Spark. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you ain't part of the Wolf Tick Nation, and let's get after these trails today. Let's see how this whole group set does and how the brakes do if they're going to slow me down. Project Cheech. All right, guys, here we go with the L-TWOO A12 Groupset. Fixing to do a real-time review on the Triple C. Remember, guys, when we get done with this, we're going to be hitting Hayes Creek, and we'll be testing out these Zrace brakes. Oh, okay. Now, here we go. We're going to check out and see. Remember, this thing doesn't have any type of clutch on the derailleur. You can't tighten it like some of the previous models that we've been trying out. But we're going to see for a 12-speed what kind of chain slap it makes. This trail here is pretty hard packed clay, right? And it's been very windy up here. So there's really no loose dirt. So it's going to be the roughest it's going to be. Hit this little feature here. All right, not too bad on that feature at all. I'm in 10th gear. Remember, 11 to 52 tooth. If we were to be taking this thing on the Lizard Trail, I'm sure wouldn't have any issues whatsoever regarding climbing, because 52 tooth is, like we talked about, almost too much. But to have those options is a damn good thing. It kind of depends on your riding style. All right, we got a little rock garden down here. Let's check out the little bit more chain slap action. Wow, pretty damn quiet. That's impressive. But so far, so good. We will do a back pedal test coming up. We're going to put this thing in first gear, and then we're going to slam the pedals backwards, and let's see if it jumps off. But install was very good. We are rocking the Zrace Crankset, and this whole group set came with that as well. I mean, it's an entire set. We've lost some weight on the Marin or Project Cheech. I think we lost like 3 pounds. Remember, this bike used to be a 3x7. We've actually used the exact same rear wheel because it's got a free hub, and we fit a 12-speed on what was a 7-speed, I believe. So that's pretty impressive in itself. But to be able to do all of that with one system and completely change weight and an entire bike for the most part is pretty impressive, and shave 3-4 pounds off of it. And we got some hydraulic brakes out of it. We're gonna be trying out those hydraulic brakes here shortly, so make sure you guys don't fast forward, okay? A little more chain slap area here. Now the shifter is very snappy. We got another feature here, 11th gear. Wow, and it's not bad at all. The shifter is very snappy. I was talking about this on the, we'll slow it down a little bit. I was talking about this on the install of this thing. I am such a fan of the thumb shifter, okay? Because it's super snappy. It gets right to the point. There is a little bit of play in the beginning, but as soon as you hit that wall and you hit it, it shifts immediately, and there's not a ton of slack like there normally is. The thumb shifter, I would kind of prefer, instead of them spending time on putting a little decal, the little red and white stripe on there, I kind of prefer them to put some grip on that thing. It is super slick. Maybe if I wasn't wearing gloves it would be better, but the thumb shifter is super slick and it's super bulky. It's almost to the point of it's making it uncomfortable for me to shift. And we're gonna go ahead and put it in first. And I mean, my legs are just turning as fast as they can go. We're not really going anywhere, but there is no, I mean, there's no stress on my legs whatsoever. We're just climbing this no problem. So again, you want to be a mountain goat, climb up mountains, this thing will probably do it. 52 tooth is pretty amazing, and for it to shift into that as easy as it did is very impressive. But let's go ahead and shift under pressure. We'll go to second. All right, it sounds a little loose there, but it's immediate. It's fast. Third, okay, a little slower to shift on third, and there's actually a little bit of space, there's actually a little bit of slack shifting to third. Okay, now let's get up here. Let's go back to first. Big thumb press, and let's see what this back pedal is like while we're in first. All right, guys, so we're gonna do the back pedal test. We are in first gear back here. The alignment looks great. I love the black chains. Completely changed the look of this bike. All right, let's go ahead and we'll do this back pedal test. Ready? Ooh, we went to third. Uh-oh. Ready? Ooh, we went to fourth. So the back pedal is a little funky, and I guess the reason why you would want to really test that out is if you're in the mountains, you've got it shift into first gear, and you have to go back and reestablish your footing. Go back, reestablish your footing. See, it works like that. Well, maybe not. Back pedal test is definitely a fail on this, and that is something that you're gonna need to use. You know what I mean? I don't back pedal tons because I don't really do trails like the Lizard Trail all the time, but some of you guys might. I think Wolfman's trying to call me. You guys know how this goes.
Yeah, I was trying to get a hold of you to find out if you're frozen or you're alright or what's going on. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, I'm okay. I just got done with getting the B-roll. I just went ahead and went kind of backwards and forward on the trail. So I'm ready to hit Hayes Creek. I'm headed your way now.
Okay, well, I'm still sitting here. After you come by here, I'm going to go probably stop at those bathrooms by the pool.
Okay, well, you want to just meet me at the pool? Because I got to take off from that area anyway. All right, you guys hear him? We're meeting at the pool. I better not lose him. 10-4, over and out. Copy. There he is. I'll tell you what, why don't you just go right here and I'll change out some batteries and take off. Now we've got a nasty downhill on the road that we're fixing to take over there to get down to Hayes Creek, but we're gonna bed these brakes in. But I did want to explain to you guys a few things before we start. Now we did go ahead and bleed these things. That night we got them figured out. It took a while.
My CDs and my light. Why would you do that over there? Oh my God, what a idiot.
We did reposition this hose to where we moved the caliper on the inside of the frame as opposed to the outside of this. Do you call that a chainstay if it's not in the chainstay side? Let's get these cameras going for you. And we're going to start the real-time review. Again, we're going to start out with doing the downhill portion and getting these things bedded in. Now, I want to say the Tranz X dropper that Big Sister Brandon got me, or got us this lever on there. It's actually working pretty well. It does get a little confusing sometimes because you think that the lockout over here is actually for the seat post. I think it's a remote for the dropper, but it's actually for the fork. So it's a little weird. I get a little confused. Now just remember, hey, when all else fails, you just reach between your legs. But all right, guys, we got the BRM1 Zrace brakes. We're gonna hit Hayes Creek Run first. We're gonna bed these suckers in. Let's feel how this front brake feels. All right, the front is grabbing very good, and we're gonna see how this thing feels on the trail as far as the comfort of the fingers. I have not messed with the reach or anything, and that's the only adjustment on these brakes. So the front does feel good. Let's try the rear. You can hear that floating rotor. It's designed to kind of flex, right? And that brake is doing a pretty good job right now. I know it's heated up pretty good. That was one of the concerns with the brakes, was the lack of gap on the calipers. What's crazy though is right now when I hold it down, there's definitely some squish. That front's grabbing no matter what. The front's probably not nearly as hot, but that rear with that hose, I mean, I'm just about losing brakes right now in that rear. But alrighty, guys, we have got the Polaris Kisser. We're gonna hit Hayes Creek, the Black Diamond, on Project Cheech. Here we go. All right. This right here is my favorite part of the job. We just got done with the real-time review on the derailleur. If you guys enjoyed that and you're looking forward to this, please hit that like button. Oh, we got some loose rocks. It's going to be a lot of loose, oh yeah, it'll be a lot of loose leaves and stuff today too, because we're getting a whole bunch of rain, and of course it's winter time. All right, so first thing I want to say right off the bat, that front, ooh, got a little sloppy down there. I have to remember these are stock tires. And yes, Kevin Hodgins, that damn pedal just struck me. I want to say we're going to be changing up the camera angles, but these things, we just bedded them. And that front is grabbing good. Very good. And actually, I'm one finger in the front right now, if you guys can see that. Ooh, we got some washout area. Oh, big time washout area. Okay, make sure the cameras are on there. This is rough. Okay, first turn here, front slam down, all front brake on that. I'm about to show you why we didn't use the rear. Holy crap, guys. Look at this, look. You see that? I can feel the heat coming off of this thing from up here. Holy crap, that's hot. Wow. I can almost hear it like bubbling or something. That's crazy. I know I'm not the world's best bleeder, but damn, I'm not that bad. Look. I mean, they're still losing pressure. These things were pretty damn good up there. Wow. Look at this, guys. Look, I'm gonna squeeze the rear after this. That's full blown. I gotta be careful because that front's wanting to lock up. So all front brake, one finger braking on the front right now. And you guys can see we're slowing down, no problem. Whew. That rear, on the other hand, oh, buddy, that front's gonna wash out from me. So if that happens, don't say I didn't see it coming. That front is going to wash out no matter how much pumping I do. It got hot and it's gone now. I've got no brakes on the rear coming down this. Oh. Okay, now the front is starting to get affected. As much as I'm using it, it's starting to get very touchy. I'm one finger in it still, but it is super touchy. It went from having to give a pretty good squeeze to it, I mean, it being very reactive, to now it's almost dead. Yeah, it's fading big time. I don't think these are gonna be the brakes that need to be on here. Either that or maybe just a big brake bleed. I used Tetra mineral oil on the rear when we bled it. The front's got the stock in there. It started out good, but now it's overheating big time and it's fading. I'm faded, woo! Faded. And now going this fast is dumb because you can't really slow down. Okay, there we go. Now we get some good flow in here. A little fast area here. It's one of my favorite areas and I can't shred on it right now like I normally do.
because of the damn brake situation. Ew. Yeah, these things are all over the place now. You know what, guys? These got to be a contender. This is what we're gonna do with these brakes. I'm not even asking Wolf, man. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get these brakes with some different calipers. I'm gonna let him know down there. We're gonna get these brakes with different calipers. Levers, different calipers. We got to. These things are too comfortable and too damn cool looking. Woo. Too cool looking. To not do that and not use them. I don't want to put them up against, I don't want to put them back up against the wall. Back on the wall. $1 million bridge. Oh. All right, guys, we are pedaling out of here. Well, we're gonna cruise down here. I think I pretty much got my feel of these brakes, or lack thereof. We're gonna get down to the Spark, not the truck. We're gonna talk about these things. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this trail. And you know, if you guys are enjoying this content, man, just want to say, please hit that like button. Show your boys a little bit of love, man. You know, we're going to be fixing to ramp things back up and getting back on the big roll again, with the weather hopefully getting better, and with more videos for you guys. You know, and that takes a lot of time and effort, and it always feels good when there's coffees being bought, new patrons, and also you guys smashing that like button, please. So don't be shy to do that, all right? That's free. But all right, guys, Wolf Stick Nation, we will see you at the car. I got no brakes.
Huh.
No brakes. We're gonna talk about this group set first, and then we're gonna talk about these brakes, okay? So the L-TWOO A12 group set. I think my final opinion on it, first of all, it failed the back pedal test completely. Yeah, it kept wanting to go to third. There's a lot going on down there. You know, we talked about before with group sets being a little too much. This one here being a 12-speed, unless you're just doing stuff like Lizard Trail all the time, I don't see why that would be necessary to have a 12-speed 11 to 52 tooth. All in all, I think it's great for road use and light trail use, because the chain slap was very minimal. There was like very little chain slap. Nothing that a chainstay protector can't help. You know what I mean? Put that on there and you'll be good to go. So you'll have a little bit of alignment issues if you're doing a lot of climbing and everything. 11 to 52 tooth is great, but there's just a lot going on back there, especially not to have a display window to kind of see what gear you're in. You know what I mean? My favorite part about the group set entirely is the crankset. I can feel such a difference with the buttery smoothness of the Zrace Crankset with the 32 tooth round chain ring on there. It's awesome. Like, you can feel how much lighter just the center of this bike is. Matt Ward, again, thank you so much for sending all of this, okay? So, I mean, the L-TWOO...
Let's deal with the elephant in the room now? No?
Yeah, let's deal with the elephant in the room. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a galactic ass ton of speed.
Whoa,
right?
Shout out Kinetic MTB.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of speed, okay? Just like him. And the front was grabbing pretty good. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and go to the rear. I start going on that rear, and that sucker is grabbing, and then it about halfway through, I'm going pretty fast now. Halfway through, I'm still keeping it within the speed limit. Halfway through, that rear, I can feel it. Like, I can feel that temperature rising, and it just completely, like, gets shot. It's done. The front is still grabbing until about a quarter way down that trail, I started to lose the front. So, remember, I was talking about, I had to ditch the bike. I was talking about these brakes being a little sketchy in the caliper department, not being a lot of air, but they're real thick and they look kind of gawky. I love the levers. The brakes are done. They're not grabbing whatsoever. So it was so sketchy riding down the trail. I wanted to enjoy it, but you got loose leaves and dirt, and it's
galactic ass ton of speed.
Yeah. So having all that mixed into it, I think what we need to do, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. This is what we need to do. With the Zrace BR M1 brakes, we need to keep those levers. I want some different calipers, and I want to try that out because those levers are awesome. They're so comfortable.
They look good.
They look freaking sweet. It's just the calipers, they're like, let's just throw these in on the group set mix as well. So the calipers, they get super hot. That rear right there, I could probably cook an egg on that rear earlier, and it's done. And that was halfway through the trail. That was the real-time review of the brakes, the Z-Races, and also of the crank set and the group set. Thank the Wolf Stick Nation, you guys, for all the support and everything.
Well, you're throwing shout outs. Why don't you shout out LeBron Photo?
At LeBron Photo,
not.com.
Bought us freaking 12 coffees.
Yes,
you know?
12 pack.
So bought us all 12 pack. LeBron, thank you so much.
Thank
I know
you.
you were wondering about brakes and mechanical and this
about
group
this
set.
about Cheech.
Yeah, so let us know what you thought, LeBron.
He was just asking about it.
Yeah, so let us know what you thought, man. We are going to get out of here, and I'm going to start taking these brakes off.
Yeah, all right.